Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I'll be joined up next with my good friend Danny T, and we're going to get stuck into all things Top Gun Maverick and its meteoric rise to $1 billion. Yeah, it's on its way to being one of Tom Cruise's top grossing movies. And we're going to talk about why that is when so many movies lately have just been missing the mark. I think that could be summed up in this movie is just about good characters, good storytelling, and good acting without trying to tell a narrative or pander to a political audience or identity politics. It's just about making a good movie, and that makes people happy. It's about escapism. So we'll get stuck into that next. And this excerpt is taken from my new show, Radio in Motion, airing every Tuesday night from 6 to 8 p.m. on Sunbury FM 99.3 FM, and also streaming where all good streams stream. Hope you enjoy this episode. Stay tuned next for I'm Not Famous. Stevie Ray Vaughan live with Willie the Wimp, one of my favorites. Stevie Ray Vaughan had such a unique voice and playing that blues guitar. But and before that, we had The Doors with Roadhouse Blues. And I was thinking about The Doors. I was thinking about the movie, 1991 Oliver Stone movie, and thinking about Val Kilmer. How I do feel like look, it was an egomaniac directing a story about an egomaniac, so it was really a perfect match. But whether you like the movie or not completely, I think Val Kilmer, man, he embodied that role quite well. And I think I don't think a lot of other actors have taken on Jim Morrison, but when he did, I think he broke the mold, because now whenever I think of Jim Morrison, I just picture Val Kilmer in that movie doing all the strange Val Kilmer stuff. But yeah, it was perfect. And I was thinking of Val Kilmer, and then I was thinking about Top Gun. So I've got my good friend Danny on the line. You there, Danny? Hello.
Hey, good. Are you there?
You there? Yep.
Hey. Yep, I'm here. How are we?
Good. How are you? I was thinking it'd be great because we haven't caught up, and I've been aching to talk about Top Gun Maverick.
Yes. Oh, man, I loved it. What do you think?
I thought it was fantastic, and I think a lot of the cancer culture types in Hollywood are scratching their head trying to figure out how can a movie without a political message and a narrative be amazing, because it's a movie.
Right, yeah. I love that. It's
entertainment. You don't need to try to sell us something. You don't need to try to sell us something about politics. You can just have a movie.
Absolutely.
If the movie's about politics, that's great. But even movies about politics have been entertaining, because they really aren't out about politics. They're about the characters and the story. So that's one thing. Yeah, it's smashing it. So you thought it was a good, respectful 35-year later sequel?
Hey, I'm not going to lie. I haven't seen a movie this many times in the theater for a while. I've already seen it 3 times.
Really?
Yeah, I saw it the first time in 4DX. And yeah, if you're ever going to watch a movie in 4DX, it's probably going to be Top Gun. It's going to be your best, best money for your run.
So now what's 4DX? Is the seats are vibrating, or that you can smell the jet engines? What's 4DX?
Yeah, you're on like 4 seats, and basically it all moves together. And yep, there's like little spray effects, so you get little wind blowing things at you.
Where's that at?
You can go. I think Glen Waverley if you're in Melbourne.
Oh.
But I know that you guys are listening to in Sunbury. I'm not sure.
That sounds cool. I think that movie is made for that experience for sure, or at least IMAX.
That's right. Yeah, I wish. But no, I have definitely seen it in the theater. I have not seen it in IMAX yet. But what a thrill!
Exactly, and again, it's not enough when someone says, "Oh well, it's just for people who like action movies." Again, I don't think they get it. Tom Cruise, he doesn't just bring action movies. Yes, of course, he does it right. He is one of the last true Hollywood men, and he knows how to bring a movie. Yes, he makes sure if it's about jets, he's going to get in the jet. He's going to put the actors in the jet. And yeah, you can't knock that.
He spares no expense. But in between that, if the characters were crap and it wasn't respectful to the original, and the story wasn't good and the pacing wasn't good, it really wouldn't matter. It wouldn't be doing as well as it is if it was just about the planes. So
Yeah.
yeah. So that's it.
It
back
looks
to
like the
basics.
director's hit 2 big home runs on legacy sequels, because he made the sequel to Tron Legacy.
Yeah, I was going to mention that, and I don't hate that one. I thought it was also very respectful.
I love that. I saw that in IMAX, I think 2 or 3 times also back in the day. So these 2 films, I really heavily, respect and love, especially, that they're both sequels.
That's it, and rebooting and remaking sequels. That doesn't bode well for Hollywood these days. Just look at Predator. That makes me ill to think about any Predator movie past the first 2. Terminator as well. A lot of the...
Speaking of Predator, they're making Prey.
I know.
That's already coming out.
I don't even want to talk about it. I'll talk about that another time. But yeah, that's the thing. When you mess with a franchise, I feel like they are destroying franchises left and right because they just don't get it. And Tom Cruise... I don't know. He just seems to get it. Of course, he did wait. He waited a long time.
Yeah.
But
like you said, he had to wait till there was something right, till it made sense.
That's it. And look, I said I didn't want to say spoilers, but look, if you haven't heard about that by now, yes, Iceman is in it, and I think in a beautiful, respectful way that they wrote him into the story. I won't say how, but I just think it's good that he made Val Kilmer part of that.
Absolutely, we needed to have Val.
And it's the thing where Tom Cruise, look, in Hollywood, you're only as young as you can play. So, look, his age is ambiguous. I think his real age is amazing, considering how good he looks. But in the movie, it's not unheard of that you could be an awesome test pilot and still have your wits about you. It's not out of the ordinary. You know what I mean? He doesn't look out of place, don't you think? Yeah.
No, I know. Well, he's still looking pretty fit.
Yeah.
But it made sense also when you said how long he waited. I think it made sense for it to come out now, because it does need like a whole lifetime for him to sort of live and learn for him to come back for a role like this as well.
There you go. It's about the story of the man and the life he's lived now. He's not the young hotshot. There are new young hotshots. And you know what? I thought, were they going to make it so they were going to come in and just... I'm sorry to say it, but a lot of movies pretty much they disrespect their elders in every way. They just say,
"Yeah,
I'm the hot stuff and I'm the best, and listen to me." Yes, they did that because they're hotshot pilots. They're the best. They're the Top Gun. But again, that seemed very respectful too. The passing it on to the new generation. I would almost watch a movie with them. You know what I mean?
With the rest of the crew.
Kinda. Would you?
Absolutely. Yeah, I know. It does. It has made me wonder about a sequel, and if I'd watch it, would it be as good? I'm sure we would. I'm sure I'd be there, but I'm not sure if it'd be as good without Tom.
But I'm just saying that even the fact that we're talking about it is pretty good, because most movies, when they hand it over to the next generation, it doesn't always go well. But these ones, they really fit well. And Jennifer,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Jennifer Connelly, I think, was appropriate casting in that. I can see that again. He doesn't. Yeah. Tom Cruise he's looking fine, so I don't think he looks out of place with that either. You know what I mean? And she's not
No,
super
yeah, he
young.
pulls it off. But it does make me wonder how old he was in Top Gun in the first one, if he was shacking up with her, because there was rumors. Remember, they mentioned it twice. In the first one, that he was dating the Admiral's daughter.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, it does make me concerned, but I'm sure it works out.
But look, even those scenes, it was good to see that, But
they're so believable.
Yeah, it's believable.
They really were. In such a short amount of time, it felt like they did have the chemistry and the connection. It was really good. It was really well done.
And again, like you say, with special effects, Tom knows how to bring it. Look, if you're gonna do it in jets, and I don't want to do a spoiler, but look, he's into aviation. I'll just say that. So I won't say what happened, but at the ending, do you know the ending where she shows up
with Lady Gaga in the when they fly off into the sunset?
Yes. So that
yeah.
Do you know how that's related to Tom Cruise and that he's actually a pilot?
Is that his own plane or sure?
Yes. Well, there I let you do the spoiler, but yeah, it is. I just thought that was pretty awesome.
Oh, that is awesome. I didn't know that.
Only Tom Cruise would own a World War II Mustang.
No, that's great.
And have the money to do it and actually fly it. But again, I don't mind that he brings it. I don't see that that's him showing off. I think that's his love affair with aviation. Is that how you take it?
It's a bit of both, yeah. Because not only this whole film, the first one sort of helped kickstart his career as well. So I think it's also a nod to that as well.
That's true, coming full circle. And
Yeah.
I'm not knocking Marvel movies. I know I do these days. Again, I love the 10 years of Marvel movies. They have a special place in my heart. And when it comes to something like comic books and fantasy worlds, you can't always create these, so you have to use special effects. I get that. But again, if it's about jets, he could have gone the other way. But he didn't. I think that was the right choice to put the actors in the jet, and he had the camera set up, and I think they would just push a button, and when they were ready to film, they would be directing themselves. I think that's fascinating.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And that's like the whole cast had to do that, didn't they, when they were in the cockpit?
And that's it. What a result, what a result to feel like this is really happening. There is no, because I'm sorry, to this day, I even think a 10-year-old can spot the best CGI. Yeah, I'm sorry, we're not quite there yet. You can still you feel like something's not right. So when you do it real, you get that reaction. Well, you've seen it in 4D. You're feeling it for real. So that's
exactly right. Yeah.
What sprays up in your face? When does that happen?
There's like little air pockets on the sides and the front, and I think there used to be there is like little water sprays, just little water droplets. If there's like a water scene, or it's raining, actually they'll come from the ceiling, the top.
That's fantastic. I had heard there were ones with like smell.
Yeah, yep, the smell too. But again, I think they're starting to turn that off.
They turn that off.
Yeah, I don't think all the smells work on that.
Well, what would be the smell in Top Gun? Jet fuel.
Exactly. You don't want to be smelling jet fuel the whole time, or just ocean spray. That would work.
Probably not ideal while you're hoeing into your popcorn. Do you smell gasoline? Yeah.
No. There's another theater experience that they did. It's sort of like you basically got side screens as well. So if you're in the theater, the whole side of the screen, usually they don't film stuff for it. So occasionally they'll just put like colors or, patterns or something. But I think for Top Gun, they actually did film because they're in the cockpit. So they would have had cameras on the sides as well, just, capturing all the mountains and scenery and the sky on the sides as well. So imagine that sort of immersive cinema experience also.
Yeah, and that's it. It's like you said, it's a cinema experience. And how do you feel that Tom Cruise, I think he fought them a bit on how it was going to be released. And I think we've talked about this before, the new world of, straight to streaming. And I know COVID probably pushed that a bit, but he pushed for this to be released so that it's still going to go to streaming, maybe a bit sooner than normal, but he said...
But it didn't go straight to streaming. Yeah, you're right.
Box office.
This did come out.
Yeah.
This was delayed quite a bit. What, like a year or so? Even more?
Yeah, I think that maybe that was part of it too, that he was fighting to make sure it was a theater release because he's going to go through all that work. And not to be mean, even if you have the best setup at home, it's still not the movies, especially...
Yeah, it'd be a shame. It'd be a shame for you for the first time to see it at home and not the theater.
Yeah, I didn't see Dune in the theater, and I regret that. So now one day, I hope I can see it in the theater. I saw it at home. And
which one was that?
Dune.
Dune. Oh yeah, me also. But that's because we're in COVID
lockdown. I know.
It was harder.
Destroyed the movie experience. But look, I feel like this movie, movies are back. The movies, and it's not movies that I like oh, you just like those kind of movies. No, I'm a fan of all movies, but I'm a fan of good movies. I think there's been a lot of crap in the last few years. Yeah. And he's still going to do another Mission Impossible. Now this has to be the end. Yeah. I don't think he can handle much more.
Oh, the MI series? I'm sure. Yeah, you can't keep going with that.
No. He's going to go one stunt too far, and someone's going to go, well, there goes our meal ticket, and it'll be Tom spidered at the bottom of a canyon or something.
Or not. Maybe he's still just, maybe going to keep making Top Guns as well, or just like Fast and Furious, keep going.
So I've always wondered about this. What's going to be what's going to be Tom Cruise's Twilight role, or is he not going to do that? You know, like Jack Nicholson when he got older, or Jeff Bridges, had Lebowski, or he's still around and he's doing old and gruff. Or
I wonder when Tom's going to do that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, when's Tom?
He's got no problem with prosthetics, but
that's true. Tropic Thunder. I would watch a movie on that. That cracked me up.
Me too.
His Tropic Thunder, crazy producer guy. It's funny to watch the behind the scenes in that too, because Ben Stiller was actually fighting him, saying, I don't know. He kept saying, I want fat hands. I want fat hands. Tom kept telling him, he's like, I don't know. I don't know if that'll be funny, but it was a bit of a show stealer. But what will be his sort of on Golden Pond? What will be his last? What will be the movie that he finally gets an Oscar for? That's my question.
No, that's true. Yeah, I know. He doesn't really go for those sort of roles these days, does he? It's always a blockbuster.
Because, not to be mean, for that kind of thing, you'd have to be. He'll
get a lifetime achievement, like Samuel Jackson.
I know, but that's kind of here you go. It's been fun.
Pretty much.
You didn't actually get one. I mean, even Will Smith got one, and he slapped the shit out of Chris Rock. And he still got one.
Yeah.
Oh well, look. Either way, I think this one is it shows that this is what the audience wants. They just want movies like they used to be. Don't try to sell us something, because we're not in the mood. We'd like to escape once in a while. Go to
by the way, just back on Mission Impossible, I just realized there's actually two parts, so we're getting two more anyway.
Oh, God.
They always like putting the final one with breaking it in two.
That's right. I'm not sure if that's always the best. That's like Harry Potter. It could have just been one smaller movie, but
yeah.
Oh, that's right. They're splitting it in two. Be back for the next installment of Mission Impossible after this.
That's right. It has to be big.
Has to be big. Well, that's good on them. That's quite a finale. That's quite something to binge watch if you sat them all down. That's kind of like getting close to James Bond, to like watch all the Mission Impossible.
That is, and it's all him.
That's interesting. I can't think of anything else besides James Bond where it's such a series like that. Well, yes, okay, Harry Potter, but yeah,
Harry.
Interesting.
But that was books as well.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. Good on him. I hope he keeps going for as long as he can go. But I do hope he finds that one role where he can spark some magic, and even if it's like supporting actor, he could just be the guy in the background and for 5 minutes do a dialogue. Actors have won for less on supporting actor. They just had one good moment in a movie and they won.
That's right.
Well, he deserves that. All right.
You know what? If he works with someone like Michael Mann again and does something like Collateral, get back into a role like that, maybe. I don't know.
Oh yeah, well that's the thing. We could go down the road of what movies was he like overlooked for. I actually think that was a good role too. You're right. And it was different because why? He was the bad guy. I think that was the only time.
That's very true.
He was the likable bad guy, of course, but the bad guy nonetheless.
That's right. Yeah, you really didn't want anything bad to happen to him, honestly.
I know, even though he was a murderer. But then again, let's be honest, James Bond is a murderer, but you still root for him.
He's like Barry, murderer with morals.
Murderer with morals, that's right. That makes all the difference in the world. All right. Well, thanks for joining me. That was good. I'm glad you liked it. And now
I loved it.
I'm interested in this 4DX thing. Now I gotta
you gotta experience it, yeah.
I haven't experienced that. Yeah, that'll be good, especially for this movie. Hopefully it'll be playing, well, it will be playing for a while, I'm sure.
That's right.
Nothing has knocked it off quite yet. So what came out, though? Something just came out. I think it might have knocked it
Jurassic
off.
World?
Oh, yeah.
There's another legacy sequel.
Based on Adam's appraisal, I'm not sure if I want to go see that.
What's that, sorry?
Oh, Adam was saying that he wasn't too into it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that might be how a legacy sort of franchise can go wrong. I think they're milking it and there's nothing left. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get it. Dinosaurs.
There isn't. No.
There's nothing left. You know, the next is dinosaurs in your bathroom. Where else can they put dinosaurs in space? It'll be dinosaurs in space. I guarantee it. There'll be
Absolutely. Actually, that makes sense.
There'll be some experiment on a space station, and they'll be like, "You didn't bring the velociraptors here." I did. I wanted to see how the eggs worked in space, and there'll be velociraptors in space. There's nowhere to go but space, and I'm not watching that. Well,
you're not watching dinosaurs in space.
I'm not watching dinosaurs in space.
I'm there.
Really? What?
More dinosaurs. No, I can't stop with the dinosaurs. I'm always going to be biased with that. I love Jurassic World, Jurassic Park.
Yeah? So would you...
Yeah, look, I mean, the last 3 films have been a bit more popcorny and whatever, but I always like it. I don't know. Especially that franchise. Especially that version of dinosaur.
All right. Well, maybe...
You know what was smart as well? David Attenborough's Prehistoric Planet just came out on Apple, like a month before the release of Jurassic.
Okay.
So you can learn about dinosaurs before you go watch it.
Well, that's all right. Look, I don't mind learning, but then I learned that, you know, the raptors are actually more like birds, you know. I don't want to always learn and then go see the movie. It might warp my view about how terrifying they actually were in real life. All right.
You reckon they'd be more terrifying with wings?
I think they'd be less terrifying because I think they were more like really large chickens. I don't know. I think the feathers might take away from it. Oh, well. Maybe you convince me. Maybe I'll go see it. But I'll definitely look at seeing Top Gun again at...
Do Top Gun in 4DX, if anything.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, thanks for
having me on, Sonny.
Having a chat. That was great. And talk to you soon.
See you soon.
All
Bye.
Right, catch you later. Bye. Well, there you go, Top Gun Maverick. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. And apparently in 4DX, where you can feel it and smell it. More great music up next on Radio Motion on our Rough Riders edition tonight on Sunbury Radio 99.3 FM.